Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
At the 33-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 7.
7 yards there and a first down.
Carolina.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. I'm not ready.
Now Anderson on the jet sweep. Fancy footwork at midfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
Complete to
and he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now Bridgewater, quick throw out wide to Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Check. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
Shotgun now for Brady. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
The 39-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 47's the mic, boys. 47.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
41-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check me too. I got one. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47. Come on. Regular.
From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Panthers nothing. Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel.
Here we go.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Panther first down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Mike 36. Watch the run.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
47 Mike, 47. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. I'm on. Hey, 66.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Fresno. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
You got tight right there.
Kamara trying again, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Let's bring it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here we go. Switch. Hatchet, reload.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
On the handoff.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now a play fake. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Check. Delta.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Agnew now to return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
On the ground, Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. All day, every day, any day.
And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Back the pass.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Yeah, that's what I do.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Mike 29. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Yetur Gross-Matos.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. In his own end zone, it's Brady. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Being chased out left. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Whoa, he just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He's coming, double up.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Brady going to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Panthers 6. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like